Market and Darlington.
The Quakers welcome Needham Market to Blackwell Meadows for their 46th and final game of the season. A game that ultimately won't affect the fate of either side. The Quakers will finish 11th. Needham Market will be relegated in 21st. But a chance perhaps to finish the season on a high. The Quakers haven't won in 3, and for some players to force their way into the thinking of Stephen Terry over the summer as the contract talks and ins and outs get underway. The home side makes 6 changes, Pete Jameson back in goal being the headline, with Platt, Hatfield, Griffiths, Kelly and Story also recalled. Headley, Lees, Cornish, Hetherington and Adams dropping to the bench. For the visitors it's 3 changes, Blunkel, Hammond and McGrath replacing Garnham, Lay and Collis. One final time this season. Haven't won in 3. Today would be a good day to finish on a high.
Well, Darlington kick us off, kicking towards the open end. And Elliot Forbes back in the team at centre-back today, played in midfield last time. Takes control of the ball, bobbles up and he hoops it forward. Darlington gets ball played over the top. A little bit of defending for Darlington to do here. It's Ingram for Needham Market. He's muscled out of it by Elliot Forbes, who started this game excellently, back in at centre-back. Cedric Main is found by McGowan. McGowan gives him the ball back. McGowan then has Scott Barrow bombing forward down the left. He finds Cedric Main's feet on the edge of the box. Main takes a touch, ball skips into the air. He's got 2 men around him. Finds Hatfield. Hatfield will shoot. Opening goal for Will Hatfield. 20 yards. He just opens his body up, curls a side footer drive into the bottom left-hand corner as the goalkeeper looks at it. And Darlington ahead within 3 minutes.
Deja vu for Needham Market. It's Will Hatfield from the edge of the area again. But if December was all about power, this one was about style. He takes a touch and strokes it beautifully into the bottom left corner of Josh Blunkel's goal. And Darlington have the early lead. 3 minutes gone. Darlington 1, Needham Market 0. And if we want to finish the season on a high, we've started perfectly.
Yeah, nice goal from Darlington there. Will Hatfield makes the sign of the X, I think that's for one of his sons, I think. Of how that pitch looks compared to last week, mate.
If it was a 2 out of 10 last week, it's a 2.5 today, I think.
McGowan's blocked a back pass there. He's trying to get there before the goalkeeper just comes and gets it.
Close. Needed to win that, already been in trouble.
Maskell has none in the cup, is that right?
Yeah, that's the difference.
So Cedric Main's eased his man out of the way there, uses his body, plays it inside to McGowan, just over the halfway line. Cedric Main's beyond his man, his left hand side, he's going to bring it into the box, brings it back onto his right foot, just can't quite take the ball with him. He's still got it though. Gets the shot away, which is blocked. Just had his ankles clipped a little bit there, but he was honest and stayed up.
On the penalty spot more or less as that ball gets taken short.
Taking short, return to the taker, brings it onto his right foot, then onto his left, gets the byline, clips it left foot to about the penalty spot. It's found Needham Market's player down, trying to get a block in, and then it's Forbes who blocks that goal-bound shot. Back up to the halfway line. Platt is the first Darlington player on the scene, and he can't stop the pass being played out wide to the right-hand side, where it's crossed into the box for Story to win a defensive header. And I think it's Ingram around that left-hand side who's just going to dink it back in, just across the face of goal. This will take it right next to the tunnel, players' tunnel at Blackwell Meadows. Gets the ball back, plays it into the feet of Cedric Main just inside the box, back to goal. Nice little step over, brings the ball into the box. Cedric Main trying to find the shot, just drags it a few yards wide. Jack Maskell applauds him for the effort. Down near his own defensive corner flag. Maskell just clears it forward, but there's nobody in the opposition half. Back pass played. Hatfield is first on the scene though. Might have a chance to counter here. Ball's with Kelly. Kelly sees Maskell back post. Maskell's got some space. Maskell gets the header. Oh, it's clawed away just under his crossbar by Blunkel, but Darlington troubling the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, decent stop from Blunkel, that one. Maskell looping that header towards his top corner, and he just stretches up his left arm, palms it round the post. But it was his own clearance that set that one up for Darlington. Cleared it straight to Will Hatfield. A couple of touches later, it's on the head.
Forbes goes for the ball, doesn't get it. back into the box. Barrow heads it clear. McGowan then will turn on a sixpence through 360 degrees and emerges with it. Nice skill by
really
McGowan.
Well
then he's found Main. Darlington now with a chance to counter through Kelly down the left-hand side. Down to three men forward. Now Needham Market to get men back. Kelly goes for the early ball to Maskell, finds him back stick. Maskell takes a lovely touch but just can't keep the shot down, goes over the bar. Hammond who crosses it. Nice cross, but Jameson will come collect. Darlington's front three were eager to try and get an early release there from Jameson, but it just wasn't quite on. Jameson throws it out over arm for Griffiths, who takes a touch and turns it forward. Kelly will get there before his man. Comes inside. Main's in space on this near side. Main edge of the box. First touch is good. He's pushed in the back. Referee is given the penalty. Main, I think that time, took the touch and he just slowed down a little bit. The defenders barreled into the back of him and Cedric Main goes down for the penalty.
Yeah, Kyle Hammond it was. And is that
it's given him a red card as well. Now the reason for that is because he's decided that Hammond hasn't played an attempt to play the ball. That's the only reason. If it's a penalty, double jeopardy gets you out of trouble if you've made an attempt for the ball.
And he's just pushed Cedric Main over, hasn't he? Got it in the back of him.
Have another look. Yeah, that is the interpretation that the referee's gone for. But I think that's harsh. Cedric Main, as you say, back on the game. We'll pick the bones out of it again in a minute. Main from the spot. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Darlington 2 up. Cedric Main into double figures in the league this season.
10th in the league for number 10. Comes from the spot, from the penalty he earned. Cedric Main makes it 2-0 to Darlington. Sends Josh Blunkel the wrong way. Doubles the Quakers' advantage on the day. Darlington 2, Needham Market 0.
Darlington score by number 10, Cedric Main.
For all, Needham Market have knocked on the door trying to fashion an equaliser. They find themselves 2 goals down now. And a man down as well.
So I'll try and explain it as ball played forward. Forbes will gobble that one up. Play a ball down to Maskell. Maskell wins the header, finds McGowan. McGowan to Main. Main to Hatfield. Hatfield back to Platt. Platt will turn it across the right hand side to Griffiths.
Nice little spell of possession this.
Hatfield tries to play the give and go. He does find Kelly. Kelly just dinks one to attack. Maskell just over the top. Did well moving away from goal with not a lot of pace on the cross and wasn't that far away at all, Jack Maskell.
Wasn't, just loops over the bar.
To McGowan. Have you got your Mike Price retained list in your head, Mike? You don't need to give us it now, but have you been thinking about that one?
Got a few thoughts.
Ball into Maskell. Maskell right hand channel, takes it inside a man. Kelly takes a nice touch inside the box, heading for the byline. Nice little bit of footwork and comes inside his man. Oh, it's a lovely ball and then comes through to Main. Maskell went for the bicycle kick and the referee's given offside. What do you call that flick? Is it
it's a Rabona.
Rabona, that's it. A Rabona from Caden Kelly. And the guys around me are enjoying that one.
If that had gone in, we might have had to drop the goal of the season trophy back to the engravers, I think.
That would have been. I must admit, I struggled for the word of Market sitting much deeper now. 2-0 down, 10 men. Darlington defenders able to dribble the ball out of defence. Barrow will just get his head up, play an early ball in around the penalty spot. It's a nice little ball. Took a touch off of Needham Market.
I was watching Maskell there because I was waiting for him to move, and as soon as he does,
kept it in. Ball into the box over everyone. Sorry to interrupt you, Mike. Ball to Platt on the edge of the box now. Finds Hatfield. Hatfield takes a touch, plays one through to Maskell. Maskell takes a touch, half volley, saved by the goalkeeper. Good effort, good touch, good set, good half volley.
Nicely worked through the lines there to Jack Maskell. He takes the touch and sends it goalwards.
Gets his first touch, finds Barrow. Ball again off Barrow's first touch is like about 9 feet in the air that time. Main picks the ball up, drops it to Platt, Platt to McGowan. McGowan plays a little threaded ball through to Hetherington. Flag stays down. Hetherington inside the box finds Main. Main with a chance, drops it off, and he finds Cornish, who gets his first touch of the game and slices the ball well wide. Straight through the goalkeeper. They've had a bit of joy with that straight ball forward Darlington today, but not on that occasion. Cedric Main seems to have gone more central, and Jack Maskell seems to have gone more on the left. I think that's been a feature of this second half so far. Story having to do some defending, slides in, just gets the ball, fully on the stretch.
For a second there, I was a bit worried.
There's a massive appeal from Needham Markets, but it looked clear as day that Story got the ball to me there. What do you think?
think I was maybe skewed by the appeals.
Season. Darlington's longest serving player, I think.
Alongside Jarrett Rivers.
Forbes brings it out. Still on the ball, Forbes. Little step over.
Nicely done.
Man the match for me today, Elliot Forbes.
It's a good shout.
Inside to Headley, then Cornish down the right hand side. Cornish with a chance to put the ball in the box, finds Griffiths. Griffiths gets it goal bound, great save. Comes back to Hetherington. Hetherington sets up Cedric Main. Main can't get the shot away first time. Deflection, handball, shout not given into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Great save from the first effort from Griffiths. Started the move and got onto the end of it. Worked with Headley and Cornish to get that ball in. Shows a great save from Blunkel. And then Main can't get this. I could have added to it just a few minutes ago with that Callum Griffiths effort. Jameson still largely untested.
Ball is picked up there by Reggie Lamb. He finds a shot from distance. Pete Jameson saves it into his chest. I think it was Luke Ingram with the shot. Seed one, and then
Indeed, yeah.
that, believe it or not, Mike, if that happened, then both teams would be on identical goal difference and identical goals scored and identical goals conceded.
At what point? How do you decide it then? Is it the head-to-head?
Honest, no, I don't think so. I don't know. Ball is with the edge of the box. Shot from distance over the bar from, I think, from Tom Platt.
Being dynamite.
Story picks it up. Platt goes into a strong challenge, wins the ball clearly. Story is next on the ball. Hetherington competes for it in the centre circle. Played forward, and chance for Needham Market to move into the box. Running up against Louis Story, just stops the run and then trying to see if he can find a pass the attacker. Oh, it's taken a deflection off Elliot Forbes and gone into the bottom corner. It was slashed across goal by Tevin Allen, and there's nothing really that Forbes can do about it. Just deflects off him and goes into the bottom corner, and Needham Markets are back in this game.
Story's done well at first to prevent Allen getting the shot away, but he does find a yard and drills it across the area. It's never on target himself, but Elliot Forbes is just there. There's nothing he can do about it. He doesn't know a thing about it. Who else was it? Curzon, Hereford and Chorley are all losing.
Hereford, Curzon, and who else did you say?
I think they needed all three of them to lose, but I could be wrong about that.
Well, Buxton are winning.
Oh, hello.
Oh, ball forward into the box. Cedric Main into the box. Oh, missed it. Ever so sorry, everyone. Cedric Main has got his 11th league goal of the season going through the middle there. Put it past the despairing arms of Josh Blunkel, and Darlington have regained their 2-goal lead.
Indeed they have. 2-goal lead restored. Cedric Main getting onto a through ball and just lifting it over Josh Blunkel for his 11th of the season in the league, his 2nd of the afternoon, and Darlow's 3rd. Darlington 3, Needham Market 1. Daylight once more.
Nice play, and full credit to Ben Headley there, who popped up in the left sort of attack and wing spot and played him in there after being some of this game as a right winger. Did ever so well, and Cedric Main got himself wriggling between the two defenders and poked it past the goalkeeper. And as it stands, it looks like it will be Cedric Main who is Darlington's top goal scorer for the season.
Indeed it will, and he could.
Story on the ball, plays a diagonal ball left, looking for Headley. Headley's got Barrow running around the outside overlap, but Headley just steps into the box. Here's Maskell's chance, can't take it. Needham Markets play the ball forward. Scott Barrow heads it down, and then Cedric Main and Tom Platt get the ball back to him on that left hand side. Finds Tom Platt. Platt plays it left hand side, looking for Matty Cornish. Cornish comes in onto his right foot. Cedric Main is there. Cedric Main has the shot, takes a deflection and goes into the goalkeeper's arms. I think Cedric was fancying the hat-trick there.
Yeah.
In the hands of the referee now. He'll probably let this corner get taken, I would have thought. See if that can get something of it. Cornish takes it. Decent delivery. It's headed goal bound by Story, and it's a great save. Was it Platt?
I think it was. I think it was Platt.
It was Platt maybe. It was a good save in the end, but the referee blows the full-time whistle. It was a good save by Josh Blunkel to finish it off, and Darlington will leave this season with a 3-1 home victory against Needham Market. And Mike, sum it up for us.
A satisfactory final day. The Quakers finishing with 3 points, 46 down, none to go. It makes no difference to their final league position. They were 11th at the beginning of this one. They'll finish 11th at the end of it, and Needham Market will prepare for next season at step 3.